So people, right, I've got two questions for you here. How close are you to the proven PGA corridor of 40 degrees at the top of your swing? The next question is, do you actually know what it does for your golf swing? It sets off an amazing chain reaction. We're going to take you through that in this video. Have a look at this line I draw down, Colin Morikawa, 40 degrees. McIlroy on the left of the screen. Have a look at this, draw it down. What do we got? 40 degrees. Now, it is an unbelievable position because what we're seeing by so many tour players is they're exactly the same at the top. And this is the feedback that we've had from World Class Golf Instruction, compliments of Dr. Robert Neal, biomechanics specialist, is this is the information that people are really getting into now. It's really helping them understand that if you get your trail wrist in a stronger position at the top of your swing, the closer you get to this shoulder plane, matching up your wrist alignments, the combination of your trail wrist and your shoulder plane, is that the chain reaction on your swing is massive, right? You get more shaft lean, you're not standing up in it, you get more compression. And I mean, player after player after player, it doesn't matter, you know, if it was years ago or if it was Sam Snead at the top of the swing. I mean, this is a position that you can really say to people, the closer you get to this, the better you're going to hit it. Now, unfortunately, the chain reaction, or what amateurs don't understand, is what it actually does. And this is what we're going to take you through in this video. Now, we're just seeing amateurs really nowhere near these positions at the top of the swing, and the wrist alignments are not getting correct. Now, you've got to work with really evidence-based instruction. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up, because World Class Golf Instruction, we're reaching more and more people, helping more and more people with swing analyst training, and it's great to get everyone on the site and helping so many people out. Let's have a look now at some drills, some exercises. This is a part of the deep to shallow swing style from World Class Golf Instruction. Let's get into this video, and towards the end we're going to show you a drill for your hands and your wrists to really get that matching up to your shoulder plane. So guys, right, we're looking at a move here in the backswing that just makes golf easier. All right, so we're going to have a look at this initial move in the backswing where we look at where the shoulder takes us. We're going to be looking also at the right hand because both moves complement each other. So when we're looking at getting ourselves in a great position, what we're seeing is obviously the PGA Tour average. We know through Dr. Robert Neal, WorldClassGolf.com, we know that that tour average, that shoulder plane, is around 40 degrees. Okay, now what we're looking at doing, the deeper you get your shoulder plane, the bigger the angle you can get in the back of this trail wrist. The back of this trail wrist picks up in angle when this club face is pointing down a little bit, matches your spine angle. This is a great way to set up angles, shoulders down, get you on top of the shot, and the reversal roll is, of course, left shoulder down, then we got right shoulder under. We don't have that much face rotation. We've got good tilts, turns, compression, and a good chance to build up some great angles in the back of this wrist. So this initial move, when we're looking at getting the left shoulder to move straight down in that takeaway, what we're trying to also do is get that club face to point at 1 o'clock. So it's just a great drill is to get that left shoulder to move down and to get your right hand, the palm of your right hand, to point downwards. Now, if you're holding a mobile phone in that right hand and the camera where you guys are is at a 90-degree angle, that's 90, that's 0, that's 80, 70, moving into 45, that's 90. Over there is a 45-degree angle. If you've got your mobile phone, if you can envisage that when I swing back, and I'm here and I'm holding, when around about when my arms are parallel to the ground, holding my phone over at a 45-degree angle, I've got my shoulder down, I've got this at 1 o'clock, I've got this position here. I've got great wrist alignments. The lower I can get that, the bigger I can get the angle, and all of a sudden I'm building torque, I'm building resistance, I'm getting inside the averages of movement where great players are. The closer we get to these positions, the better we hit. Obviously, WorldClassGolf.com is the place to go when you're looking at self-analyzing your swing and getting great information. So one of the great drills that I like to do is in my own game is getting in the address position, taking the left hand off the club, putting it on the right thigh, and simply pushing down that right thigh and really building up an angle in the back of that wrist. So I've got two movements happening, and it really builds up some great resistance and some torque, and you start to use the ground more effectively. There's your club face position, sliding that hand down, and you really pick up some angle. When you get the shoulders too level, the club for a lot of people appears very shut and get laid off and get in all sorts of nasty positions. That's the first area that I'd like to talk about, or like to show you guys, is that first drill, that first movement, just simply pushing that left side down. It's such a powerful position and will enable us to get through the ball. Let's have a look now at some great players, then some evidence-based instruction, and we'll see this left shoulder moving downwards into a position, the back of this right wrist, setting up your backswing really for a bulletproof downswing. So people, when we're looking at the best players in the world, we are seeing some corridors here that are exactly the same. Now, on World Class Golf Instruction, we have looked at a swing style that's easier for the masses of the people out there. And we're getting close to this 40-degree rule. We're looking at this 40-degree angle with your shoulders, but we're looking at different wrist positions and alignments here that make it more compact. Now, from the tests we've done, we've seen a lot of amateurs around the world flipping the ball. Now, have a look at Ola Tharbel here. We can see this club face position. Now, this is a position that's more compact, stronger, stops flipping, and can really attack the ball much more effectively, getting more shaft lean and compression. For a lot of you out there looking at improving your backswings, this is a huge area, or improving your all-round golf swings. Now, with swing analyst training, these videos that I'm doing here, your swing will be on the screen. So if you send me your swing, just send me your swing with your mobile phone, and I can get in there and analyze your swing and give you tailored drills and exercises. You can have WhatsApp contact with me, Zoom calls, Skype calls, as much information as answer any of those unanswered questions, and we'll get you on the path to playing some amazing golf. There's your 40-degree angle here from Greg Norman. Guys, these positions, what we're looking at is evidence-based material. It's been tested, and we're looking at world-class golf instruction with Dr. Robert Neal, and we're getting up to the top of these great player swings. We're looking at the wrist alignments. We know that a lot of the amateurs open up the club coming down, and that's why we're looking into really much stronger positions up the top of the swing, compact lead arm positions that's going to help us. Now let's have a look at a drill here that's really helping a lot of people. We've got on World Class Golf Instruction, we've got the iron series, the deep to shallow iron series, the deep to shallow driver series. We've got 1,400 videos there. As I said, we've got swing analyst videos, and you can reach out to me, get in contact with me, guys. Let's have a look at a great drill here that really does help set up your wrist alignments and some feel in your backswing. World Class Golf Instruction is improving golfers between 4 and 11 shots. Your swing analyst video is the same as this YouTube format, except with your swing on the screen. It goes between 15 to 30 minutes with tailored drills and exercises, a higher level of instruction at a cheaper price. 1,300 videos, 75 separate series. Reach out to us in the chat room and get on the path of playing your best golf. So guys, right, got a great drill here for you, and it's going to help set up a wonderful chain reaction on your swing so you don't have to think. It's going to help your wrist alignments. It helps create a great angle or a delivery into the golf ball. It also helps your tilts and your turns. It's going to create some body awareness for you. And I think that's the important message to get across, that when you get stuck into this drill, what do you actually feel? Where does it take your shoulders, and where does it take your tilts in the backswing? You get this part right, and the rest of the swings a lot easier. So let's have a look at this drill, and I want you to try this and do it slowly at first. Probably one of the best drills you could ever do to create a great backswing. This is something we show people on World Class Golf Instruction, the deep to shallow swing style that's helping so many people. Now, what we're going to do, if you can imagine, there's a circle around my hands here. We're going to preset the hands. The important part, which I'll show you in a second, is the positioning of the hands, so that when we turn from here, what we're going to do, it's an automatic thing actually. We start to create some really good tilts and some turns. Now your backswing is going to be a little bit shorter than your real swing. It's not as dynamic. It's not in motion. But when you're doing or applying these practice swings, you're going to feel all sorts of things that then you can use when you hit. Pick your own feel so that you're not thinking too much. From this angle, people, this is how we do it. Presetting the hands, looking at the club head, you can see that that club head is at 1 o'clock your side, 11 o'clock my side. Lead wrist is in a really flat position. The right wrist has a wonderful curve, and this, people, brings speed. This will help shallow out your plane, but also get that shaft lean and that compression you're after. pre-setting, having a look. Now swing up to the top here and feel really what your hands are doing, what your body is doing, and where it's taking you. But because this position, when we come down, it really does bring us into a great place. Let's have a look at when we hit a golf ball now. This is how I would practice it if I was you. Preset, slowly move through the positions. Feel what your body is doing. Feel where that right hand is. Take a peek at your hands and then get in there and give it a hit. And you can feel all sorts of different movements, all sorts of sensations in your swing. Really is a great drill, one of the best. And you start to get some fantastic contact, guys. I absolutely love this drill. Get stuck into it. It's a part of the deep to shallow swing style on WorldClassGolf.com.